and welcome, my Leo friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me and watching this video. This is going to be a group reading for December for my Leo friends. Today we're really going to explore what you can expect in December, what obstacles and challenges you're going to face, and ways you can overcome them, and also ways to raise your vibration. For this reading, I'm using the Everyday Witches Tarot and also the Energy Oracle. And like always, there's links below to both these fantastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Leo friends, we're going to kind of change things up, and we're going to start off on the Oracle. We're going to look at what December is going to bring my Leo friends. And you get two. The first one, the Sun. Highly connected into the Sun card of the tarot. That light, that love, that nurturing, loving energy. And broken heart. It came out with the Sun, and that broken heart is literally that yang or yin of the yang. That broken heart, that lower vibrational energy of sorrow and loss. That's also going to be flowing throughout December. So literally, it kind of highlights the roller coaster of emotions that December will bring. And December brings that to a lot of people. However, you're going to find it's going to be very black and white. It's either going to be fantastically amazing, or you're going to be in the pits of sorrow. There's not going to be a lot of gray in between the two. It's going to be either or, kind of a black and white month. Let's get into the tarot. I'm a tarot girl at heart, so let's... Oh, we got a jumper already. Let's get into the tarot aspect. What card symbolizes December for my Leo friends? Okay. Got another one? Really, we're doing duality here. We've got two of each. The first one, the 15th card in the Major Arcana, the Devil. Those vices, those addictions that keep us harnessed to where we're at are going to play big into this month. We're really going to feel them. Either we're really going to need them to overcome the heartache, or we're really going to see how they don't work in the light of the sun. But they're going to be highlighted throughout the month. How we overcome those challenges, those coping mechanisms are really going to shine and prove themselves this month. We're going to need them, not only through the heartache and the sun, we're also going to have to deal with that kind of confrontational sword, if you will. The Five of Swords are all about conflict. The sword is about knowledge. The Five of Swords talks about individuals really butting heads and almost conflicting and competing against each other. That's going to really aggravate the broken heart and kind of really bring it to a forefront and kind of drown out the sun. Like I said, it's going to be a black or white event for you this month. It's going to be really important that you focus in on that vibration you want. What you put out is what you're going to get back. And that sun, that love, that joy and happiness, when you start to really even look past the conflict and the heartache, and you focus in on those pieces of your life that are working and that you find joy and happiness in, then you're going to start to see that sun really shines through. I hate to look at it, but we're going to have to look at it, my Leo friends. What's the actual challenge for December? December in itself seems pretty challenging in its own right. But what challenges do my Leo friends face in December? And that's Temperance, the 14th card in the Major Arcana. She's all about balance and flow. The heartache, the roller coaster, the fighting, it's all going to really negatively impact you and your energies. You're going to feel unbalanced, you're going to feel unwell, and your energies are going to become blocked. It's going to be about really focusing in on that loving light energy, drawing it down, healing yourself, turning Temperance right side up so she can start to really heal and work on the 5 and on the Devil. So let's look at this month a little closer. What does the beginning part of December hold for my Leo friends? Got a jumper? And that's the Knight of Pentacles. Knights are that no fear, full of enthusiasm energy, that go big or go home. That Knight of Pentacle, now he's the one knight that's not charging into battle or taking on the dragon. He is working on his fields. He's making sure his home front is well sown and ready for harvest. Getting those ground foundational roots started. And that's what we really need to focus in on in the beginning part of December. We'll really highlight the sun and kind of give less pull to the heartache and to the 5 of Swords, because you're going to feel very grounded and centered, which really turns Temperance back on her feet. And you're also going to start to plant the seeds for the spring, things to come. And you'll start to really feel good about things. And that sun is where we want to focus. Let's look at the middle part, my Leo friends. What can the middle of December bring you? We have yet another knight, the Knight of Swords. Whereas the Knight of Pentacles is sowing the seeds in his own fields, the Knight of Swords is taking on those challenges, those beliefs. The Knight is willing to take on the Devil. This is a time where you're really going to feel those coping mechanisms come into play. The middle of the month is when we're going to really feel that roller coaster of emotions, that conflict, because family and friends are going to have very clear expectation and ideas on what the holidays should look like for them. And a lot of times they never mesh up. It's family, it's friends. This is not our first holiday. We know that this is going to happen. He's going to take that on, those coping mechanisms. Really highlight and kind of dive into those darker places. He's not afraid. He's a knight. Go big, go home, my friend. And that's what he's doing. He's headed straight to the heart of the matter, and he has got his sword drawn. The middle of the month gives you the ability to prune out and kind of take off the noose the Devil has you by, that hold, and take it off. What you're looking at are the coping mechanisms, and now they may have started off positive. However, they're no longer serving a positive, healthy function. I think back to when you're a kid, and it was the way you dealt with the boogeyman is you ran under you ran to your bed and you got under the covers. And everybody knew the boogeyman could not get you under those covers. That worked as a child because it helped you sleep. That comfort of your bed, that security your blankets held. Well, avoidance does not actually serve a suit. Actually, it's one of the Devil's main nooses, is to get it around your neck, is to avoid. That reflection piece, those skills and tools and abilities that you use to deal with challenges, because December brings them. We've got them in the 5 of Swords and in heartache. We know they're there. How are you going to deal with them? If you deal with them in a lower vibrational, like for example the avoidance piece, you're going to lower your vibration and you're going to be running in that low vibration. However, if you choose a positive coping mechanism like communication and talking through with the knowledge, not with the emotion, when you're communicating on a very positive, love-based approach, higher vibration of the sun. So the Knight is willing to take on the devil. The middle of the month gives you that ability to really reflect and make some changes. Let's look at the end of the month. What does the end of December hold for my Leo friends? And that's the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a time of rest and rejuvenation. We've been dealing with battling and all those conflict, and really there's a lot we've had to overcome. And the 9 here, the heartache, is really connected into the 3 of Swords, if you will. Dealing with some of those pieces, taking on those core values and beliefs can really cause that need for a little bit of healing and rejuvenation. Not to mention all the other aspects of Christmas and the holidays and the roller coasters that happen. That rest and rejuvenation will really give you a strong platform and structure to enter into the new year and into the new decade. So that's what December is going to look like. I know we've talked a lot about challenges and conflicts already, but let's look at what those obstacles are going to be. What is the main obstacle that my Leo friends are going to face in the beginning of December? The Page of Cups. Pages are the little brothers and sisters to the Knights, and they like to misdirect and look, woo, shiny moments. That misdirect and kind of almost playful, non-committed energy comes into play and really unbalances the Knight. And I forgot to mention, you do have double Knights. They're the 12th card in the Minor Arcana. In angel messages, when you're looking at double 12s, you're looking at a time of spiritual growth and awakening. Back to the little brother and sister, they're throwing paint at the Knight, causing distraction. That want to go play and be creative at the beginning part of the month is going to really kind of give him less energy and support in planting those seeds. We do need to do some self-exploration in the, not only in the beginning, but in the middle part of the month. That playful kind of inquisical energy is not needed right now. Let's look at the middle of the month. What challenges face my Leo friends in the middle of the month? Got a jumper? Got a couple of jumpers. Ooh, you got a stack, actually. Sometimes they look like one card falls out and it's actually a lot. 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is a family card. One of your main distractions on actually being able to challenge those ideals will be your family. Many of those coping strategies and tools and abilities come from your family. We gain our core set of values from our parents and their parents and family. They're going to not be too happy that you're trying to change up values and core sets and beliefs that they themselves use. And sometimes you have to question and really dive into why we do things for things to change. If that were the case, then what would have happened is we would have never been a patriarchal society. We'd still be a matriarchal society. And there would be very different events unfolding in present day. Well, anywhere, actually. So challenging beliefs is going to be important. Your family will not feel the want or the need for it, though. The 9 of Wands. I won't lie, there's going to be days you're going to feel like that frazzled, fried out feeling. After dealing with your family, with dealing with Christmas and the turkey and all this other stuff, we're going to feel a little bit frazzled. But the piece with the 9 of Wands is that they don't back down. They still may be frazzled and they still may want to just really take a break. That will be coming. But that take a break and step back feeling can be there because you feel like you're hitting your head against a brick wall because your family does not want to change some of those core beliefs that are not working. And I'm not saying that you need to change them. They're not going to like the fact you're changing them because you're trying to make, you're throwing pebbles in the pond, basically. You're rocking their boat a little bit. The King of Cups. Kings are that fully developed personality. Cups about emotion and intuition. I've talked about it before, that roller coaster of emotions. Your emotions are going to be all over the place. It's going to be very, very important we function from the brain rather than the heart. The heart will speed up that roller coaster. When you start to take a step back and critically think about things, that's when you start to turn the king onto your side rather than having him as an obstacle. And finally, the moon. This was the last card that jumped out. The moon is the 18th card in the major arcana, and it talks about that unknown and uncertainty. Talks about that fear. The fear of not only facing our family, but the fear about facing that inner self. We are afraid to go inwards on what we will find because we have forgotten a lot. Not only are we going deep into what we've put in that proverbial closet, if you will, but what has been put in there before we even incarnated. We chose skills and abilities and tools that we wanted from past lives to bring into this life. And what came in with it not only was the good, but was also those challenging pieces that we need to overcome. They're hidden in that closet too. Those fears will really kind of take away the sharpness of the knight's sword. Let's go on to the obstacles that you're going to face at the end of the month. And that's the Three of Pentacles. This is all about teamwork, and this is all about craftsmanship. That need and desire to get the job done and get things moving is going to really kind of impede that desire and, well, real big need to rejuvenate ourselves, to heal ourselves, to give ourselves that pause before the new year starts. All right, I'd mentioned this earlier. We're going to start to look at how to raise our vibration. I'm going to use the oracle cards to help us. How can my Leo friends raise their vibration at the beginning of December? We've got a jumper. Cornucopia. The cornucopia of abilities, skills, and amazingness that is you. Really tapping in, really focusing in on it. That is what the Knight of Pentacles wants to plant. Wants to really strengthen the root system of your abilities and skills that you are currently using that are positive and amazing. Plant them and get their roots really strong and really focusing in on them. Let's look at how we can raise our vibration in the middle of December. The Magician and the Mirror. This is really connected into the first card of the Major Arcana, the Magician. Being able to use your skills and abilities and really start to heal yourself. Balance is going to be important. He also has the infinity symbol here. That infinite energy, tapping into that universal loving, unconditionally loving energy will be key. The beginning, middle pieces of December are all about that healing, that evolutionary stage for you, Leo. And it's going to be important that you really nurture and reflect those on you so that you're using, instead of exuding all this energy and strength onto everybody else, start to balance it out and give some back to yourself. Let's look at the end of December. How can my Leo friends raise their vibration at the end of December? door to romance. This can mean connecting in with your partner and having some adult time, but it can also be that very intimate relationship you have with yourself. And that's that connecting in and strengthening your abilities and your intuition so you feel stronger on the inside. Literally, there's a door here, right? Connecting in so that you feel more at peace with yourself. So yes, you can connect in with your partner, or yes, you could attempt to be looking outside for a relationship. You have to remember that the end of the month is going to really be about that rejuvenation piece, not about seeking out. It's with seeking in that's going to be the important piece and the important aspect. All right, let's look at some guidance pieces here. What guidance can we share with my Leo friends? Oh, got a couple jumpers there. On overcoming the challenges of December. More jumpers. I won't lie, this is usually where I get a lot of the jumpers because there's lots they want to share. Okay. So, let's start turning cards over. First one, the Page of Wands. Now we had his little cousin in the Page of Cups, but the Page of Wands is going to be very important. It's not so much that playful energy, it's that questioning energy and making sure we're on the right path. That cat sticks out. He's on the wrong path. He's headed down the wrong way. Following that intuition is going to be really key, and being open to following that intuition. The Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is very much about that movement, about that manifestation of trying to create what it is we want. We've got things planned out and we really need to start focusing in on getting the job done. Now we have double threes. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. And almost inadvertently we have the Three of the Three of Swords there. When you have multiple threes like that, you're looking at something close to your heart that needs to be expressed. And that just caught my attention. Door to Romance is the 33rd card. You've got lots of threes. Expression of the heart is going to be very key. We have the Two of Wands, that duality and balance, those choices. We have a lot of choices to make. We need to know how we're going to go forward. We need to start to go forward. We need to get on that right path. It's literally going through progression, making those decisions, getting our shoes on and get going. We have another three. The third card in the Major Arcana, the Empress. Abundance, growth, and fertility. When we start on our journey, we make that decision, we're going to see that the Empress really connects in and helps us create, manifest, and really bring about that abundance that we're searching for and needing in our lives. Four of Pentacles. This inner journey is going to bring you that stability you need and require, that foundational piece for the next aspect, that next journey. We need to really focus in on creating that platform so we have a foundation to build off of, to really help the Knight of Pentacles bring that root system strong and clear. And finally, the Lovers. The sixth card in the Major Arcana, that loving, supportive relationship. Does connect in a little bit for some of you for the Door to Romance. In others of you, it's that next stage. So if you are in a relationship with somebody and you're connected in, that romance piece is going to play key. Connecting in and asking them to support and help nurture and love you is fantastic. It will be a fantastic piece to really focus in on that sun and really shift out of these lower vibrational energies. If you are looking for and really hoping that the lovers are going to come out and you're looking for your soulmate, you're going to find near the end of December, beginning of January, that they're going to start to kind of poke their head into your life. And that's going to be an important support for you going into January and into 2020. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching the video. I really hope that you were able to gain some direction and insight into December and all that it holds for you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. If you've seen my past videos, you know that I like to create spreads and do some really fun dynamic things with tarot and oracle, and I don't always bring out my videos on the same day. So liking and subscribing really helps connect you into what I'm doing next. And for those who wish, I also have a Patreon page. So if you want to help support me in creating more videos, you can go visit my Patreon page. I've got lots of tiers and many perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so you can go check that out too. Until tomorrow, my Leo friends,